Every sunrise carries a message from heaven, a quiet whisper that says, "You have been given one more chance to live, to love, to grow, and to begin again." Morning is not just another part of the day. It's a sacred invitation to align your soul with divine purpose. It's a new chapter, a blank page written in golden light, waiting for you to fill it with gratitude, faith, and power. Before the noise of the world begins, before the distractions of life try to steal your peace, there is a moment where you can meet the presence of God face to face. That is the hour of power. That is where transformation begins. A morning prayer is not just words, it's a meeting with destiny. It's where your heart learns to breathe again. When you wake up, don't rush. Don't grab your phone or worry about the day ahead. Take a deep breath and whisper, "Thank you." Gratitude opens the door to miracles. When you begin with thanksgiving, you invite heaven to walk with you throughout the day. Every breath, every heartbeat becomes a song of praise. Gratitude changes how you see the world. It takes you from complaining to celebrating, from fear to faith, from anxiety to peace. Then, open your heart and surrender. Tell the Creator, "I give you my plans, my fears, my dreams." You are not meant to carry life alone. When you release control, you make space for divine wisdom to lead you. Every miracle begins with surrender. When you let go, you allow life to flow the way it was designed to, peaceful, powerful, and purposeful. Prayer in the morning is not about asking for things. It's about aligning yourself with truth. It's about saying, "Guide me to be loved today. Teach me to forgive. Fill me with light that I may shine on others." Because when your heart is right, everything else follows. Success, peace, abundance, all of it flows naturally when your spirit is aligned with love. Speak life over your day. Speak healing, speak joy, speak strength. Say, "Today, I will not be shaken. Today, I choose peace. Today, I walk in favor." Words have power. What you say in the morning sets the vibration for the entire day. Your morning words are seeds that grow into the fruit of your reality, so speak life. Take a few minutes to sit in stillness. Listen, not with your ears, but with your heart. There's a voice that whispers, "You are loved. You are chosen. You are enough." That voice is truth. That voice is divine. When you listen long enough, you'll feel peace flooding in where fear once lived. You'll sense guidance where confusion once ruled. The morning silence is not empty, it's full of answers. Each morning is a chance to forgive yourself. You may have fallen yesterday, but today you rise. Don't carry yesterday's weight into today's blessing. Release it. You are not your past, you are the possibility of this very moment. Every morning is mercy wrapped in sunlight, a second chance to do better, love deeper, and live freer. Sometimes life feels heavy, and your morning prayer may come with tears instead of words. That's okay. Tears are prayers too. The divine understands the language of a broken heart. When you cry in his presence, he collects every tear and turns it into strength. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable before your Creator. In that honesty, healing begins. Let your morning prayer become your daily rhythm. Wake up and declare who you are and whose you are. You are a vessel of light, born with purpose. You were created to bring hope to others. When you pray, you awaken that purpose within you. You start to walk with confidence, not because life is easy, but because your spirit is anchored. When you walk out the door, carry your prayer with you. Let your words become action. Smile at strangers. Speak kindness. Forgive quickly. Serve without expecting. Love without limits. Because prayer is not only what we say, it's how we live. Your life can become a walking prayer, a living testimony of grace and strength. When challenges come, and they will, return to your morning words. Remind yourself, "I started this day in peace, and I will end it in peace." The world may shake, but you will stand firm. You are rooted in divine love. That love never fails, never fades, never leaves. Imagine what would happen if you began every day with this kind of alignment. Your thoughts would change. Your emotions would stabilize. Your energy would lift. Doors would open. You would begin to attract what matches your faith, not your fear. The world outside would start to reflect the peace within you. This is what happens when you honor the morning. It's not just about religion, it's about relationship. It's not about ritual, it's about real connection. When you pray from the heart, you are not talking to the air. You are speaking to the one who holds the universe together. You are aligning your little world with his grand design. And soon, you will notice miracles in the small things. The right people crossing your path. The right ideas flowing to your mind. The right doors opening at the right time. That is the power of morning prayer. It changes your vibration. It attracts favor. It prepares your heart for blessings you didn't even know were on the way. So every morning, choose presence over pressure, peace over panic, purpose over distraction. Sit in silence, breathe deeply, and let your spirit rise before your feet ever touch the ground. Because when your spirit wakes up first, your day cannot fail. Let this prayer echo through your soul. Today I rise in peace. Today I walk in purpose. Today I am guided by divine love. Every step I take is blessed. Every breath I breathe is grace. And everything I touch will prosper, because love lives in me. And when you live this way, when you begin every day in sacred alignment, your life will not just change, it will transform. You will glow differently. You will move differently. You will love differently. The world will see something in you that cannot be explained but only felt. That is the power of divine presence. That is the beauty of a morning prayer that changes everything. So rise each morning like the sun, full of light, warmth, and promise. Speak to heaven, and let heaven speak back. Because when your morning begins with prayer, your entire life becomes a miracle in motion. Every morning is a gift that we often overlook. Before you open your eyes, before your mind starts racing, something sacred is already happening. Breath fills your lungs. Life stirs within you again. That's grace. That's love in motion. The same divine power that created the sun, the sky, and the stars just whispered over your soul and said, "Wake up, my child. There's more for you today." That's why each morning holds a chance to begin again, no matter what yesterday looked like. When you wake up, don't rush past the miracle of being alive. Just pause. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the quiet rhythm that tells you you're still here for a reason. The world wants you to hurry, but heaven wants you to listen. There's something deeply powerful about silence before sunrise. It's a space where eternity touches time, where the divine leans close and reminds you that you're never alone. So sit still for a moment. Let the light of morning pour into your soul like warm honey. Whisper softly, "Thank you. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for another chance to love, to serve, to grow." Gratitude is the key that opens heaven's door. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already here. And in that shift, peace enters, joy returns, fear loses its grip. The energy of gratitude attracts blessings that complaints could never hold. Now, speak truth over yourself. The morning is the time to declare who you are before the world tries to tell you who you're not. Say it out loud. I am loved. I am guided. I am protected. I am enough. Let these words wash over your mind until they sink deep into your spirit. You are not a mistake. You are not behind. You are right where you need to be for your next chapter to unfold. Prayer is not about getting everything you want. It's about aligning yourself with what is real, what is eternal, what is beautiful. When you pray, you're saying, "Spirit, make me whole, make me wise, make me kind." And that prayer begins to shape your choices, your emotions, your energy. Soon, your outer life starts to reflect the peace that lives within. You start noticing that life isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. If your mornings feel heavy, if worry meets you before you even rise, remember this. Worry is the enemy of peace, but prayer is its cure. When you release your fears in prayer, you make room for faith to breathe. You may not see how everything will unfold, but you can trust that it's unfolding for good. The divine does not fail. What you surrender in love, you never lose. It returns multiplied and refined. As you pray, visualize your day. See yourself walking in calm confidence. See every situation wrapped in light. Picture yourself meeting each challenge with grace and wisdom. Your imagination is sacred. It's the workshop of creation. When you pray with vision, you are partnering with heaven to design your reality. Faith paints the future in colors that fear cannot erase. Take another deep breath. Feel life moving through you like gentle waves. You are connected to something vast and unshakable. Even in chaos, you are held. Even in pain, you are growing. Every struggle you've faced has been shaping your spirit, preparing you to carry greater peace. Don't despise the process. Diamonds are made under pressure, and faith is made through surrender. Sometimes, the most powerful prayer isn't loud or long. It's a whisper from a surrendered heart. Guide me. Use me. Heal me. Those simple words move mountains in the unseen realm, because prayer isn't about performance, it's about connection. It's a soul-to-soul conversation with the one who knows you better than you know yourself. You don't need fancy words, just honesty. Truth always opens the door for transformation, and when you rise from that place of prayer, don't leave it there. Carry it with you. Let it shape the way you speak, the way you walk, the way you see others. Every moment becomes sacred when you bring awareness into it. The way you smile at someone, the way you forgive, the way you give without expectation, all of that becomes an extension of your morning prayer. You begin to live as love in motion. Throughout the day, whenever you feel yourself slipping into fear or frustration, pause, return to your morning stillness. Breathe. Whisper again. Thank you. The same peace that met you at sunrise is still within reach. The divine presence never leaves, we just forget to tune in. Every time you choose calm over chaos, you strengthen that spiritual muscle that keeps you centered. There will be days when everything seems to go wrong, when your plans fall apart, when people misunderstand you. But that's when morning prayer proves its power. Because prayer doesn't promise a life without storms. It gives you the anchor to survive them. It reminds you that no matter how high the waves rise, there's a calm deeper than the sea. You can stand still and trust. You can rise again and keep shining. Some mornings you will wake up full of energy, and others you'll wake up feeling empty. That's life. But even when you feel weak, your prayer has power. The divine strength within you never sleeps. It's in the whisper, in the sigh, in the quiet, help me, that only your soul can hear. Every sincere prayer is heard, and every tear is seen. You are never praying alone, the universe leans in to listen when you speak from the heart. You might be thinking about the future, worrying about what's next. But remember, all power exists in the now. The present moment is holy ground. What you do with this morning determines the energy of your entire day. So ground yourself in gratitude. Let peace be your first decision. Set an intention. Today, I will walk in love. Today, I will be light. These declarations shape your vibration. And the world responds to your vibration more than your words. When you learn to begin each day in communion with the divine, you stop chasing peace. You start carrying it. You stop begging for blessings. You start becoming one. Your energy shifts, your relationships heal, and opportunities begin to align. The things that once felt impossible begin to unfold naturally. That's not luck, it's spiritual alignment. Prayer aligns you with the flow of life, instead of fighting against it. Take a moment to look around you. The world is alive with beauty, sunlight touching leaves, birds greeting the day, wind carrying unseen messages of hope. Everything in creation begins the day in rhythm with the Creator. You are part of that rhythm. You were made to rise, to glow, to expand. So start each morning as nature does, with stillness, with surrender, with song. If you struggle to find words, don't worry. Just sit in silence. Let your heart speak in ways your mouth cannot. Silence is sacred. It's where divine truth whispers the loudest. In silence, fear fades and wisdom awakens. You realize that you are not separate from the divine, you are an expression of it. Your prayer is not traveling somewhere distant. It is returning to its source within you. Morning prayer is not a habit, it's a relationship. It's the conversation that sustains your soul. It's the moment that reminds you that no matter what you face, you are connected to infinite strength and love. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. Soon you'll notice that even during chaos, a quiet peace hums beneath the noise. That's your inner sanctuary, built through consistent communion. Don't just pray for blessings, pray to be a blessing. Ask for wisdom to see opportunities to serve, courage to love where others judge, compassion to heal where others hurt. Each day is a mission field of kindness. You are the miracle someone is waiting for. And when you walk with that awareness, you carry heaven wherever you go. The morning prayer changes your life, because it changes your perspective. It takes you from fear to faith, from reaction to intention, from confusion to clarity. It realigns your spirit so you move through life with power instead of panic. When your mornings begin in light, darkness cannot dominate your day. You become the calm in the storm, the peace in the chaos, the light in every room. So tomorrow when you wake up, don't rush to check messages or scroll through screens. Instead, check your spirit. Ask yourself, what energy do I want to create today? Then pray it into existence. Breathe gratitude. Speak life. Move with purpose. Because your morning mindset is the foundation for your miracles. And remember, each sunrise is an invitation to rise higher. You may have stumbled yesterday, but today you stand again. You may have cried last night, but today joy waits to greet you. No night lasts forever. Every dawn is proof that light always wins. Your story is still unfolding, and prayer keeps you aligned with the author who writes in love. Let your final words each morning be filled with faith. I am ready. I am open, I am guided. Today will be beautiful, not because everything will be perfect, but because I will see perfection in everything. This is the secret of a transformed life. Morning prayer isn't magic, it's alignment. It doesn't erase challenges, it empowers you to rise above them. It doesn't remove the storm, it gives you wings to fly through it. And when you live from that place of alignment, your presence becomes healing, your voice becomes light, and your life becomes a living testimony of grace. So rise, beautiful soul, rise every morning like the sun, steady, radiant, unstoppable. Let your first breath be gratitude, your first thought be love, and your first word be prayer. Because when your mornings belong to heaven, your days will carry the fragrance of peace, and your nights will echo with joy. That's the power of a morning prayer that changes your life forever. In the end, every morning is a divine opportunity, a quiet invitation to rise not just from your bed, but into your higher self. When you begin each day with gratitude, surrender, and prayer, you open a spiritual doorway that no fear, no failure, and no darkness can close. Morning prayer is not a ritual to check off, it's a transformation to step into. It reminds you that you are never alone, that grace still flows, and that love still leads. Every sunrise whispers the same truth. Yesterday is gone, but today is full of new mercy. You are alive for a reason. You have strength for this season. You are not behind. You are right on time for your breakthrough. Let your mornings be the birthplace of peace, your prayers the rhythm of your purpose, and your actions the reflection of divine love. When you live this way, anchored in presence, guided by faith, and overflowing with gratitude, your life becomes unshakable. You stop chasing blessings and start becoming one. And that is how a simple morning prayer changes everything. It doesn't just change your day, it changes your destiny. So rise each morning with a thankful heart, and a surrendered spirit, and a soul ready to shine. The light within you was made to transform the world.